Causes love doesn't exist. Episode 26. I heard unexpectedly from Ijun that my ichon parents left their house and pretty much started living at Hanam where Yunhai was.
You're still gonna work part-time after your boyfriend gets discharged from the military, right? When are you going to have time to date?
When I have time to spare.
I bet your boyfriend's gonna hate that.
I know. He will. Who knows? He might come find me at the cafe and place camp here. So, before that happens, I had planned to sort things out with Ijun once he got discharged. Grandfather in Siyeon called me a few days ago.
I heard your parents are taking good care of Ijun. Ijun has a maid helping out around the house, but I'm thankful and relieved he's being taken care of.
With what I had just heard, I knew that grandmother and my ichon mother were frequently calling Ijun over.
Don't just keep seeing Ijun. Why don't you take a visit to Siyeon sometime? Siyeon?
From that phone call, I found out that while Ijun was seeing Yunhai, he was pretending to see me too. That was when I came to my senses.
Are you thinking that you can keep acting as my betrothed while seeing Ijun? You think that's possible?
Even after Ijun's warning, I had thought nothing of it. But for the first time, I had realized that I couldn't keep seeing Ijun the way I was doing now. I'm going to break up with him.
What? You've been waiting for him all this time in the army, and now you're gonna break up with him?
Ijun has Yunhai. So can't I keep seeing Ijun? What I had thought previously seemed foolish now. The thought of breaking up with Ijun in 2 months tore my heart. Every time we talked on the phone, there were more tears on my face than smiles. I wasn't waiting for him. The time just passed by.
He didn't cheat on you while he was in the army, did he?
Him? Not a chance. I knew that our relationship was star-crossed from the start, but as I faced the end of that relationship, I began to get scared. Because I liked the way he gave me his affection. Without a second thought, I found myself holding onto him. So that he wouldn't regret choosing me. Because Ijun was the only ray of sunshine left in my life.
Don't break up if you can help it. You seemed so happy when you were on the phone with him.
I don't want to either.
Then what's the problem?
There is one reason among hundreds that I must break up with Ijun.
Siyeon Kim. What are you doing out here?
Just spacing out.
Then maybe I'll join you before I start work.
Those drinks over there, Deputy Yang told us we can drink them. Monsieur.
What?
Why do you keep working here? Yunhai doesn't come here anymore. Ever since Yunhai met Ijun, she doesn't frequent the factory anymore. Rumor goes among the people at the factory that it was a rendezvous of fate, just like in the dramas.
I told you, it's just a hobby.
That's some nasty hobby. Aren't you upset that Yunhai is seeing someone else?
Of course I am. I was sincere about her, but another guy took her. But seeing who I was up against, I could understand.
You didn't like her that much. Why did you pour so much effort on her?
I like the boss. I like this work. And the people at this factory. I was planning to become the boss's son-in-law and inherit this business. But the dream's long gone now, don't you think?
You're the son of the owner of a bigger factory. Why are you after Yang Jin?
I have 5 brothers, and I'm the youngest.
Oh. That's a shame.
Anyway, did you know this parasol was bought for you?
Deputy Yang bought this? I never asked for one.
Deputy Yang doesn't just buy things. She always gets the boss's permission.
The boss. I suddenly remembered seeing my birth father here 2 weeks ago. The factory door was closed, so I was leaning against the wall, waiting for Deputy Yang. And that's when I ran into my birth father coming to work.
What are you doing out here? The office inside is nice and cool.
I like it here. I didn't think much as I spoke those words, but maybe he remembered. When I came to Yang Jin last week, a parasol was already installed in place.
The CEO complained to Deputy Yang about why she'd have her part-timers standing out in the sun. Anyway, thanks to you, we got some shade. And we have nice, cool drinks stocked up in the fridge.
Is it really because of me?
Yeah, the CEO seems to have you on his mind since you're the same age as his daughter.
My father.
Anywho,
What?
you really look like the boss's wife. Enough for someone to mistake you as her real daughter, instead of Yunhai.
Just play dumb. Just play dumb here. Maybe his wife is quite the looker like me. Yunhai is pretty too, actually.
She is, but she looks nothing like the boss's wife.
Then maybe she takes after her father.
If you have eyes, you'd know that's not true.
What is it that you want to say? I can't get caught now.
I don't know. I don't have a clue what I'm saying to you. Oh, here comes the tiger.
The tiger?
The car that Yunhai drives. But who's that next to her?
Guihian. He saw me.
It's been a while, Yunsu.
Seeing how Guihian wasn't surprised and didn't give a second glance at me. He probably came here knowing I worked here. I didn't want to pretend to know him either.
H. Hi, Siyeon.
Hi. She always called me part-timer before. Maybe she's watching her mouth since Guihian's around.
Hello.
Hi.
Yunsu, this is Guihian Zhang of Midnight Sun Foods Inc.
Nice to meet you. I'm Yunsu Park.
Hello. Yunhai's told me about you a few times.
It's getting hot out here. Let's go inside and talk in the cool office.
Right, okay.
You too, go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
All right.
Hey, part-timer. Do you know who that man is?
Not interested.
He's my boyfriend. You've heard of Midnight Sun Foods Inc., right? Yang Jin's largest client. He's the grandson of that company's CEO. He's attending school while working at the office.
How on earth did you get to date a guy like that? She must have come here with Gwihyun to brag.
An old lady living next door said she'd introduce me to someone. I wasn't expecting much, but it turns out to be him. That old lady and my grandfather's family know each other very well.
Were you into guys like him?
I don't know about you, but us highbrows have different priorities. We all have reasons to meet people who grew up in similar surroundings. It'll probably take you more than a lifetime to realize that.
How are Yang and Midnight Sun Foods Inc. alike? Once Midnight Sun Foods Inc. ditches Yang, they'd be nothing.
Yeah, it's just as you say. We can't be compared to them. But a girl like you wouldn't ever be able to even get near a guy like him, in this life, or the next.